difficulties with justice in Yolo County too, and I would like to invite Al Rojas up to speak, please.
Good evening. I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank the A.J. Dave family, and especially Peggy and her children, but more so too also your support for believing in the truth. God knows that in our country today, there couldn't be a more dangerous time of what's happening in our country today. I want to say to you that this is not a cause about Mexicans, immigrants, white people, Asian people, Native people, African Americans, and white people. This is about us as human beings and as residents of our community. And all we are saying is what we want is justice. What we want is equal application of justice. We do not want a DA that utilizes the justice system to punish and try to convict on trumped-up charges many people who sit in prison today, young men and women who are sitting wasting their lives away, simply because a justice system has gone awry to the point to where now they're using our tax dollars to incriminate and racial profile our people. And that is something that we cannot accept, and nor will we ever accept. This justice system in Yolo County is no different than what happened to African Americans in the South when they treated them for the simple right of having to vote, that they were murdered, assassinated, and thrown in prison. And many of those people are the real reason why today they left us with the whole question of whether we shall sit at home and allow this county, this district attorney, not to apply the equal sense of application of the law of justice. Now, the only thing that we can do is to fight that system by being together, unified as we are here today, and sending a message to them that even though this is a long road to justice, there's no way we're going to allow the A.J. Dave family not to support them, and A.J. Dave who sits in that prison, as many other people, as the Lockwood family also, and many other families. There have been killings in this town by sheriff's deputies. There's been people who have gone to the extent of losing their homes because of $150,000 or $200,000, which the A.J. Deb family didn't have and doesn't have, that we need to be able to fight against the millions of dollars of our tax dollars being utilized by the district attorney, who, because of political will, he's been elevated to the now district attorney. Well, if that district attorney needs to go, it needs to happen with educating the people in this county that we don't want a district attorney that is applying the law unequally. We also know that the sheriff in this town, and there's some judges in this town who play the game where it's called obstruction of justice. And when they violate the law, they, the judges and the sheriff and the police officers also, the law isn't applied equally then. And that's where we need to be able to bring this out. And if these people are doing that, is bring them to justice. They're the ones that should be sitting in prison, laying there in prison thinking about paying the debt to society, and not people who are suffering the consequences. I want to be able to say to you that the only way that we're going to win this battle is unifying all of us in our community, that enough is enough. And what do we want in the end? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! Thank you.
Thank you, Al. All right, I got one more speaker, Evanne, and I'll let her introduce herself.
And I'll be really short. I want to wrap things up a little bit before we start our march. So could everybody kind of move in a little bit? I see a sign out here. It says, "United We Stand." It would be nice to see everybody come close and just see how many people are out here standing up for justice today. Thank you. And just to look around at all your people that you know, the community of people that have come out from all over, Patty from Connecticut, many from Chico, many from Yolo, Sacramento, people from Southern California, all here today to stand up for something very dear to our hearts. It's called justice. I have known Ajay Dev for approximately 20 years. I am friends with his wife, a very dear friend of mine, and his family, and know Peggy's family as well. I represent Ajay now for issues that come up with his imprisonment, which break my heart. He is not allowed, as you heard, to touch his children, to hug his children, to hold his babies, because he has been defined by this justice system here as a rapist. We have heard over and over, I don't have to repeat it, about what a weak case that was that the district attorney brought against him. And we question it because we go, this is not right. How could this have happened? You've heard about cash for convictions. It's a complicated situation, but obviously our bureaucracies have to be paid somehow. So they get grant money and they have to fulfill those grants, right? Ajay did sit in for that. He sat in for them for that, and they got a promotion from that, and the investigator got an award for that. We know that's wrong. And we've heard also about Jeff Lockwood also, and unfairness, and Al Rojas, what's happening to not just Mexicans and Nepali people, but also poor white people out there as well, people of all colors. We have entered into a situation here in this country that needs attention. It needs our serious attention because all of us we value justice. Not one of us would agree to let a rapist go free. We want to see that punished. But we don't want to see the innocent suffering and put away behind bars. So we're not here just because we're upset that a loved one of ours is in prison suffering and we know he's an innocent man. But we are also outraged that the justice system in this country could do this. And we want change. We're standing up now. We're fighting for freedom. We're united in our call for freedom and justice. I want to read to you something I got off of the District Attorneys Association's website. And on that website, it talks about the role of the prosecutor. And I think it's important for us to hear what the role of the prosecutor is. We know this. We know this in our heart. We know it in our gut. But just to hear it, it's online. It's their code of ethics. They must abide by a strict code of ethics. They must always strive to discover the truth. And finally, the prosecutor should prosecute while employing only legitimate investigative techniques to ensure the guilty ones don't escape and the innocent do not suffer. So I have a question for you all here today. Do you feel that we have seen in this county the code of ethics upheld? Yes or no?
No!
Do you feel that there was the search for the truth by the prosecutor in this case, these cases we've heard about today?
No!
Do you feel that he has protected the innocent and put the guilty behind bars?
No!
Well, I agree. I think we all stand together on this, and this is not an issue, as Al Rojas said, that is just a local issue. This goes throughout the state of California, and it goes throughout our 50 United States. We are seeing more and more. We see movies made of people who are innocent that got wrongly convicted. It's fine if some people make mistakes and bad things happen. We are human, we know that happens. But this is not due to mistakes. This is calculated to win cases. And that violates the code of ethics that our prosecutors throughout this country are supposed to uphold. So I ask everybody today, are we ready to take action? And I mean action. I want to just call out here to the People's Vanguard, David Greenwald, writing articles that point at the problems that we have with power, the authority that is being abused by those who have the power. And his articles are very, very clear on what's happening. It's a start. It's our voice. We're speaking out. Every one of us has a voice. And we're here today to say, we're ready to stand up. We're ready to speak out. We're going to march to that courthouse and we're going to show them we want justice. Thank you.
Okay, I think we're done with the talking and now we got to go to the walking, okay? So, I think the plan is we're going to line up on that sidewalk over there. Peggy, are you going to be the leader? All right, Peggy here is going to be the leader, so follow the leader. We're going to go down one side of the street and we're going to come on back down the other side, and we have food when we get back, and then we're going to have food and talk, and lots of people are wearing these little tags. If you want to ask us specific questions about the case, we would love to talk to you and give you some ideas. Several tables over here when you get back too. Also, we'll have information about different cases, about different things. You can also make donations, and when you donate, you can get things like t-shirts or bracelets or stickers for your car. Oh, wait a minute, and Ajay's cousin came all the way out from North Carolina. I think he traveled further than me. Where is he? K-Seb, where are you, K-Seb? Raise your hand. I see the sign up there. Thank you, K-Seb.
All right.
Plane fares are not too much to come on out. Oh, when we come back, we have entertainment. We have dancers that will be here also. So we have food, dancing, and lots of talking and getting together. So, Peggy, why don't you get a sign and start on up the line. Everybody head on over there, please. Follow Peggy.